Hello, Dragon Ball fans, and welcome back to another Fantasy Fight. I am your host, Gunchpot. Once the Dragon Ball Superhero DLC dropped, I got a suggestion to do Cell Max versus Android 17 and 18. And I've been holding off on it because, frankly, I think that battles with giants are kind of boring. But we are now in the month of March, which is going to be marking the end of Fantasy Fight Season 2. So I figured I have a suggestion, I might as well use it. Now, of course, we're all familiar with the original Cell, who came back in time in his imperfect form, and then absorbed Android 17 and 18 in order to achieve his perfect form. However, Cell Max was created exactly the way that he is, with an insane amount of power. No androids necessary. However, I am curious to see if Android 17 and 18 could take on this behemoth by themselves. So let's see what 17 and 18 are bringing to the table. First up with Android 17, he has Android Barrier, as well as Time to Get Serious. He then has the High Power Blitz and the Super Electric Strike, and his Barrier Explosion Ultimate. And continuing on with Android 18, she has the Android Barrier as well and Super Unyielding Spirit. She also has the Infinity Bullet, and she's borrowed Chain Destructo Disc from her husband Krillin. And for her ultimate, she has the Sadistic 18. Now, Cell Max is going into this battle with multiple advantages. Of course, it is a 2 versus 1, but Cell Max does start with more HP, and neither of the android's ultimate attacks will work on him, as rushes don't tend to work on giants. So if they charge up their sparking meter and try to use those ults on Cell Max, they are just gonna bounce off. But aside from his defensive capabilities, let's see what Cell Max has for offense. Cell Max has the Explosive Wave as well as Howl. He then has the Max Cannon and the Mighty Fist. And he has the ultra powerful Max Bomb. And folks, though our fighters are just about ready, I do have to give my prediction. And even though it's a 2 versus 1, I really think that Cell Max can take this victory. Giants just have so much going for them. It's harder to stagger them, they have more health, and a lot of moves just don't work on them. So my final prediction in this battle is Cell Max. Without further ado, let's get into this battle. All right, folks, I hope you're ready for 17 and 18 versus Cell Max.
Still as strong as I was.
All right, let's begin this battle. Right away, 17 wanting to get in close, but Cell Max just bashes him away. He goes for that beam, and that is going to connect, dealing a lot of damage to Cell Max. Now, if he can spam beams, this could be good for the Android brother and sister. However, they cannot charge Ki. So, Android 17 has to get in close if he wants to do any extra damage while he's on low Ki here. He's trying to play it safe. He knows that Cell Max is a threat, but he manages to perception, but Cell Max hits that explosive wave and then blasts a Ki blast at 17, but 17 does manage to send it back. All right, some nice vanishes coming in back and forth. Cell Max not managing to do very much damage to 17. He's getting a couple punches off here and there, but 17 is using almost all of his Ki for movement. He is not using any of it offensively. All right, Cell Max wanting to charge up there, but he doesn't get a full opportunity to get too much Ki charged up there. All right, 17's health is being burned down right now. He is now down his first health bar. He is not doing much damage to Cell. This is a very slow-paced fight here, folks. People just do not know how to fight against giants. All right, 17 wanting to dash in, but he cannot. Cell Max is charging up. He's going for that Max Cannon, and that is going to connect on 17, dealing a lot of damage. 17 now at 1.5 health bars remaining, and Cell Max enters into sparking mode, but so does 17. Both fighters now in their sparking state. 17 is going for his ultimate. It's not going to work. He bounces off and loses all of that Ki that he just gained. Now he does manage to get a nice little combo off on Cell Max, but it just isn't enough. Cell Max going for his ultimate attack. Now 17 is pretty high up. He might be able to avoid it, although it's a giant beam with a big hitbox. Let's see if this connects. It does! That is going to be devastating for Android 17, putting him down. Now 18 is going to come out and try to make up for her brother's slack, but again, she is also an android and also cannot charge ki. She has managed to do a little bit of damage to Cell Max. Now he is down 2 health bars, so 18 is at an advantage in this fight if she can manage to break through this guard, but he is just pummeling her down. A nice vanish from 18. She gets a little bit of follow-up, but Cell Max is retreating a little bit. He's going to charge up again while 18 can't. Some nice vanishes coming out from both. 18 gets behind, does a nice little combo, but Cell Max goes for the explosive wave. She goes for the infinity bullet. She is burning down a lot of health from Cell Max here. 18 putting in the work that her brother just simply could not. Now she's flying in, using all of her ki for movement. Once again, the Max Cannon is coming out, and she doesn't get to block it. That does a lot of damage. Now Cell Max is back in the lead. It looked like he was going to try to charge up there, but all the way to sparking, but he doesn't. 18 manages to block that Max Cannon, but he is just spamming them now. So long as she can block them, she should be okay, though she is now almost on her final health bar. Allowing Cell Max to charge up even more is not what she wants to do here. Cell Max with a devastating blow. If she wants, she got to use this super unyielding spirit. She tried to, but Cell Max canceled that move. She manages to vanish right in time of that max power. It is not looking good for the androids. Once again, if she wants to use that unyielding spirit, she could enter sparking mode and use a couple of her attacks, but it's not looking good for her, folks. Now Cell Max is entering sparking mode himself, and he is going once again for this max bomb. If this connects, it is absolutely over for Android 18. Now, can she dodge? She does manage to dodge just in time. Now Cell Max is charging up once again. This would be her opportunity to enter sparking mode if she wants to, but the Max Cannon comes out, she blocks it. Now she is at 1 HP, and she does enter sparking mode. She goes for this infinity bullet once again. She could follow up with the Destructo Disc or another infinity bullet. She goes for another infinity bullet. Cell Max manages to block it, but she has enough ki for one more. If she continues to spam attacks, this could be what she needs. Of course, she does manage to vanish behind, but Cell Max with the explosive wave catches her while she vanishes behind him. That's Cell Max taking the victory. An insanely hard-fought battle from Android 17 and 18. Really, all 17 had to do was not try to use his ultimate there. If he used his beam attack or even his super electric strike, it would have done enough damage to Cell Max for 18 to get the alley-oop in this battle. But Cell Max was just too powerful. If you enjoyed this battle, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, and be sure to stay on the lookout for more news about Fantasy Fight Season 3. But with that, this has been Fantasy Fight. I have been Gunchpot. Thank you everybody again so much for watching, and of course, as always, see you next time.